Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is actually a review of 3 fonts, one being the newest, which is Loth by Kyberphonic, which is an Ezra Bridger Season 3 and 4 Lightsaber sound font from Star Wars Rebels. Also Blind Cowboy, which is an older font. Also the newest font, Loth is the newest font. Obviously in this video the other two are a little bit older, but all 3 are from Kyberphonic. The second one being Blind Cowboy, which is a Kanan Jarrus sound font from Star Wars Rebels, and also Staple Sword, which is Ezra Bridger's first lightsaber, the one with the blaster and lightsaber in one. It's why it's called Staple Sword. It looks like a staple gun. So this is a video about all 3, just because Loth came out and I realized I never did a font review or even showed the other 2 fonts at all. So all 3 are great fonts. I really love Staple Sword's Ignition, and Loth is absolutely incredible. It's a great Ezra Bridger sound font, and what I find to be the best Ezra Bridger sound font out there. So this is going to have all 3 of these sound fonts linked in the description below. It will also have a paste bin, because I'm using a Profi Saber in this video, because people always ask, and I covered this in my last video, people always ask, I bought a sound font, why is the blade style not working with it? Because you're buying a sound font, you're not buying a blade style. So I'll leave in the description below what I used in this font demo. Kyberphonic used his own. It's probably the exact same thing. It's probably an audio flicker. Pretty much the exact same thing as I used. I just customized the lockup colors and stuff like that a little bit. So it's exactly what's on FET263's website for Kanan audio flicker. If you want to just go ahead and use that, go ahead. I used green for Ezra, obviously, and then the same Jedi blue for Staple Sword and Blind Cowboy. You can go and customize it as much as you want, but I'll leave a paste bin below with the blade styles that I used for both of these sound fonts, or both of these styles of sound font. One green, and then the other 2 being blue. The newest sound font here is Loth Lothal from Kyberphonic. All 3 are from Kyberphonic. Loth is in Ezra Bridger Season 3 and 4 Star Wars Rebels sound font. And this is one that a lot of people have been waiting for a long time. A lot of people have always asked Kyberphonic, he gets questions about sound fonts every day. By the way, people, just mention this real quick. Font artists or sound font makers, they're not Saber engineers. They're not all installers. There are some that do that stuff, but not all font makers can tell you what's wrong with your board, can tell you, all kinds of different things about your Saber. They just make the sound fonts, the sound files, the wave files. That's what they're doing. They're not installing it for you. They're not making the blade style for you. There are some that do that, but that's not what every font maker does. So let me just get out of the way. They're just making sound files. You go and make your blade style for all of the soundboards. So get that out of the way. So Loth comes with 4 folders when you buy it. Comes with an extras folder, which has tracks and quotes. I believe there are 4 tracks and 22 quotes. So there's a lot of quotes in there. You can add as, force sounds. You can add as preons, post-offs, all that good stuff. Comes with quite a few quotes. 4 tracks, also very nice, and some nice Rebels tracks. Also, Blind Cowboy and Staple Sword. Blind Cowboy comes with 3 folders: Blind Cowboy CFX, Blind Cowboy Profi, and Blind Cowboy Verso. All of Kyberphonic's fonts come in all 3 of those formats. It comes with Profi, Verso, and CFX. And the same thing with Staple Sword. Staple Sword comes with 4 folders, one with CFX, Verso, and Profi. It also comes with blaster sounds. So obviously with Staple Sword, Ezra Bridger's first lightsaber, it has the lightsaber part and it has the blaster part. So the blaster sounds, or that blaster part of that saber, which is really cool addition. Blind Cowboy and Staple Sword are older sound fonts. They came out, I want to say over a year ago. Not exactly sure, but I think it was over a year ago. A little bit older sound fonts. Loth will be coming out probably 10 minutes, 20 minutes before I post this video. Remember, I will leave links in the description below where to get these sound fonts from. Also, I will leave a link in the description below how to add them to your Profi Saber. I'll also leave a link in the description below how to add them to your CFX Saber. My Profi tutorial, top right corner of the screen right now, I already covered this. I also have another video right after that one about how to add blade styles to certain fonts and how to customize blade styles. I used Tragedy and Shock Baton by Kyberphonic to do that one. So go check out those videos. Please don't ask, how do I add this to my Saber? I already covered that a million times. Don't ask questions that the answers are readily available and already on my channel. I mean, that kind of really upsets me when people don't even take the time for 5 seconds to look through my channel to see if I have a video on that. I get those questions every day, and it's actually quite annoying. I don't mean to call y'all out, but I mean, it's like, it's right there. You just gotta watch. So, Loth Hero, let's just get into these reviews. Loth Hero is incredible. The ignition is really good. The hum, he actually left, there's like a bit of a white noise flicker in the hum for that saber. It's a little strange that it's in there for a saber, but it like goes really well with what is shown in the TV show. Loth Hero, hum awesome, ignition awesome, the accent swings awesome, the smooth swings are really good. The issue, and I've talked to Kyberphonic about it before, and he's talked about it, is that Ezra Bridger's lightsaber sounds eerily similar to Ahsoka Tano's white lightsaber, the hum and all that stuff. But he did a great job of differentiating between Ezra's and Ahsoka's. He has like, what, 2-3 Ahsoka fonts already, and he now has this Ezra Bridger font. And if you put them side by side, which I'm not going to do a comparison of them, you can go do that on your own time, you can tell the difference. You can definitely tell the difference between the Ezra Bridger and the Ahsoka Tano. Rebels and the prequels especially, they really, copied and pasted a whole lot of lightsaber sounds. For example, Kanan Jarrus just kind of sounds exactly like Obi-Wan, but again, Kyberphonic did a great job of distinguishing between Obi-Wan and Kanan Jarrus in Blind Cowboy. Staple Sword is kind of its own thing, which is awesome. I really love Staple Sword. The ignition on that's crazy. But as I was saying, Loth Hero, Ezra Bridger, Season 3 and 4, the green-bladed lightsaber sound font, his second lightsaber, sounds great. I definitely recommend going get it. Go check it out, link in the description below. So Blind Cowboy, that's another older font. It's the second font I show in this video. Don't worry, I'll have a font demo after I get through talking about all this stuff, because I know that y'all are just anxious to see the blade. Y'all are probably going to skip down in the little time thing and just get to where I'm, doing the lightsabers. That's fine or whatever, but you better not ask me where I got the fonts from, because I'm going to be upset. So Blind Cowboy, Kanan Jarrus sound font. I really loved Kanan Jarrus as a character and his saber. Unfortunately, that's one of those victims of saber sounds being reused in Star Wars media. Kanan Jarrus is almost exactly like Obi-Wan in the prequels, which is unfortunate, but it sounds really good as a sound font. You can definitely tell that there's a difference. It's a bit of a deeper hum and a deeper ignition than Obi-Wan, but once again, like I said, with Loth Hero as compared to Ahsoka's, Blind Cowboy compared to Obi-Wan, you can definitely tell that there's a difference between the two. So, Blind Cowboy, Kanan Jarrus, Star Wars Rebels, Lightsaber Sound Font, Smooth Swing, sounds incredible. Like I said, the smooth swings on all of these sound incredible, and everything works incredible. I mean, these are some great sound fonts. Definitely go check them out. Next is Staple Sword, which might be the oldest sound font in this video. I can't exactly remember when it came out, but this is one it's a timeless sound font because just the ignition. Shoot, I'd buy Staple Sword just for the ignition alone because it's so good. It is pretty unique. I don't think there is another ignition sound in Star Wars media that is like Staple Sword or like Ezra Bridger's first lightsaber. This is like I don't know how to describe it. It's not a normal lightsaber ignition sound. You'll see it later in the video. But Staple Sword is a great sound font, and it like perfectly encapsulates and it perfectly captures what you see in Ezra Bridger's first lightsaber, the blue lightsaber with the blaster thing attached to it. I'm sure there's a name for it, but you know what I'm talking about. Ezra Bridger's first lightsaber is a great sound font. So all three of these sound fonts will be linked in the description below. I will have a paste bin with the blade styles that I used. The first blade style, I'll probably, write something on it, but first blade style is what I used for Loth Hero. Second blade style is what I use for both Blind Cowboy and Staple Sword. You can customize them to whatever you want, but this is just what I use. I know people will ask that anyway, so I'll just leave them in the description below. Go check out Fet263's website or the Profi style editor on frederick.hubby.net. Go customize whatever blade style you want, but you are buying a sound font when you buy these sound fonts. You're not buying blade styles. Please remember that. Don't buy these sound fonts, then email Kyberphonic and say, hey man, where's the blade style for this? Because 1, in the description below. 2, a sound font is a sound font. It is sound files. They're sound files. They're not blade styles, okay? So, Go make your own on Fet's website. Go make your own on frederick.hubby.net, Profi style editor. Use mine, I don't care. But don't ask the font maker for the blade style because that's not what they're selling. Some font makers do, but Kyberphonic does not. Most font makers do not sell blade styles. There's only a select few that do. So please, please, please read the description below. Don't ask me where I got this stuff from because it's in the description below. Go check my Profi sound font adding tutorial. If you need help on how to do this, how to add it to your Profi lightsaber, go check my CFX sound font adding tutorial if you need help adding to your CFX saber. I don't have a Verso saber, so I can't make a Verso tutorial. There are probably Verso tutorials out there, so go check those out. I'm not sure because I don't have a Verso, and I don't really have an interest in getting a Verso. So Profi and CFX, I got you covered. Linked in the description below. Check those before you comment. Also, I will leave a link in the description below to Kyberphonic's font demo video for Loth Hero. So go check that out. Go leave a like and subscribe on that. Tell them Lando sent you. If you haven't watched it already, you'll probably have already watched it by the time you watch this video. You'll probably already have the sound font, but if you haven't, go do it. Go get the sound font. Go check out the rest of his website. If you buy 5 or more fonts, then you can use a 20% discount code. I think it's Kyber20. So go use that as checkout. You'll get 20% off if you buy 5 or more fonts, which is awesome. I do that every time I buy fonts from them. I don't buy just one font. I go buy at least 5, use the discount code, and I get 20% off. So definitely go check all those out. The rest of this video, I'll just be going through the fonts, doing little demos of all 3 of the fonts. So go check those out. That's probably why you came to this video in the first place. So just go check those out. But I wanted to talk about them beforehand, so that's why they're kind of at the end of this video. So enjoy the rest of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and may the force be with you.
Ezra Bridger. I am Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight. He's been working on that thing for weeks. What kind of lightsaber could he possibly build with the junk we have laying around?
Ezra Bridger.